Good afternoon, or good evening, sorry, and welcome to round 6 action of the Women's National League, coming to you live from Seddon Fields here in Westmere, Auckland. Western Springs take on Northern Rovers. These two teams having pretty good seasons so far. Western Springs unbeaten, Northern Rovers just with the one loss so far for them this season. Well, it's a overcast day here in Auckland. You'll see the clouds there and the nice rainbow picturesque view there here at Seddon Fields with a nice rainbow for the start of this one. Eastern Suburbs currently in Western Springs sitting top of the table at the moment with a 100% record for both those clubs. Northern Rovers and Canterbury make out the top four. We see Southern and Auckland United, Capital Football and Central Football yet to register a point. It's a double round here this long weekend. In this Labour weekend with both teams playing Friday night and Monday, 2 rounds there. We see Eastern Suburbs and Auckland United, Western Springs and Northern Rovers coming to you in a few minutes. We see Canterbury take on Southern, good clash there with the Southerners, and Central Football take on Capital Football from Massey University in Palmerston North. Well, as we said, Northern Rovers only with the one loss so far this season in round 4 against Eastern Suburbs. We'll make a couple of changes here for Northern Rovers. No Estelle Harrison and no Michaela Foster, two influential midfielders. In come Danielle Canham and Angela Pivac into the starting lineup. Kelly Brown leading the line with 6 goals so far this season for Northern Rovers. And if we take a look at Western Springs, well, Ryan Faithful has had to make a couple of changes as well for him this afternoon. Celia Mayo and Anna Irvine make way for Uluvili and Lily Taitumu sitting in the middle of the park there. Good return too from Sam Tafaru, having been out for the last couple of weeks, made a return last week, but she will lead the line this afternoon or this evening for Western Springs. Well, Western Springs obviously in their familiar green and white hoops. Northern Rovers in the yellow, playing from left to right on your screen. Officials for this evening: Anna-Marie Keeley will have the whistle, assisted by Riza Al-Reba and Yunji Diao, and Chris Trent is the 4th official. So 2 captains who know each other very well. Talisha Green for Northern Rovers, Lily Jervis for Western Springs. Both very good leaders, very good defenders actually. They lead there. The back line for these two, both sides have been relatively consistent so far this season. There's a couple of a change for Western Springs with no Sophia Dyer. Arisha Takeda, usually see her playing in the middle of the park, will take up a role at left back. Maggie Pedersen up and down on the right hand side, ever present this evening for coach Ryan Faithful, and we know Sam Tafaru will kind of lead the line up front with Sophia Garcia, 4 goals for her so far this season. So expect a very tight game, a very good game of football between these two sides. As we said, no Michaela Foster or Estelle Harrison for Northern Rovers. So looking at Angela Pivac to come in and lead the line for the Rovers. We get ready for this one. Anna-Marie Keeley under the lights here at Seddon Fields for the first time for this season. There's always something about twilight football that makes it a little bit more special. So hopefully a good crowd here this evening at Seddon Fields as we're underway. Talisha Green looking to get that ball forward earlier in Awasi. We'll see her making 2 goals for her so far this season. She'll sit in the middle of the park just in front of Breeze Durham. Danielle Canham, the either side of Breeze Durham, playing that number 6 role, that holding midfielder role. Just in front of Greer McIntosh and Chelsea Elliott at the back for Rovers. I see not to be able to bring that one under control. Kate McConnell looking for the feet. Leanna Ryan. Looking for movement now, McConnell. Strength shown by Kate McConnell there early on, but referee Anna Marie Carley sees a foul in there, and it's Larissa Takeda just to take it quickly for Western Springs to get the ball moving across the back. They love to move the ball quickly across their back line, Western Springs. Kelly Jervis playing that one. Sam Tafaru holding the ball up well. Can't find the runner, Garcia. Should be quite a repetitive, I guess, tactic for Western Springs this evening. Their ball played out from the back quite quickly, and they'll use Sam Tafaru up front just to get players running off her. We see Takeda now down this left-hand flank, getting herself forward. Nice ball inside. Jessica Ennis unable to get that one under control. Looking for some movement up front from Kate McConnell. Wasi with a couple of early touches in this game. Pedersen now making out of the back. Ria Hirano, she's had a wonderful season so far. 6 goals for the Japanese player. As we see Tafaru looking for the back for Painenberg. She just her touch let her down. Her touch is usually pretty good, Emma Painenberg. Had a good chance for, well, a half chance potentially for Western Springs if she could have brought that one down. She was a few yards out from goal. We see the influence of Sam Tafaru controlling the ball well. Nice cross in to find Painenberg. Just unable to bring that one under control. Takeda now. Again, the feet of Tafaru. Greer McIntosh sits off her. Wasi just playing it behind Angela Pivac. Takeda now. Painenberg offering herself in the middle of the park. Uluvili now. Jervis moving it wide again to Pedersen. We'll see Lily Taitimu as well, just sitting in front of the back four. She's had a great season so far, Lily Taitimu. She's good feet, good vision, a consistent performer for Ryan Faithful. Hirano now. Can't find Garcia, looking to come inside to make herself available. Again, using Tafaru. That's that second runners in behind Hirano this time. They do that so well to Western Springs. Tafaru loves to come short. She's got a great touch. She holds the ball up well, and they're able to get those second runners in behind Tafaru. Rovers quite happy just to sit back and let Springs have the ball around the back. We see Kelly Brown closing down now. Wasi now losing out to Jessica Innes. McConnell should be able to deal with that one comfortably, and she does. Tawharo again. And it's just looping that one into the box. Rovers able to get it clear, but only as far as Hirano. Nice putt touch from Peinenberg, finding Hirano again. Tawharo now looking for support. Need to recycle that one out. They usually do this quite well. Springs, 2 or 3 passes, and they're at the other side. Pedersen, Jervis. Garcia now coming short, running with the ball inside. Garcia again takes a shot. Ellie Blount quite happy just to let that one go past her post. She had it covered. The Rovers goalkeeper. Chelsea Elliott with that knee heavily strapped. Do we see Garcia just lashing at that one, failing to get it on target. She does come off the shoulder of those defenders in the white, whether she's playing on the left or right flank. She loves to make those runs inside, getting the ball off Tawharo, linking up well. Ennis now with some space. Closed down quickly by Carnham. Well, Rovers' only defeat this season came in round 4 against Eastern Suburbs. 5-2 loss there for Rovers. As we see Pedersen looking at the bar for the far post, but just overcooked that one. As we saw earlier on in that table, Eastern Suburbs also 5 for 5 for the Lily Whites from Medill's Farm. Yeah. Suburbs and Springs, obviously the pace setters so far. Women's National League. That one just a bit disjointed from Springs. You can just see the floodlights there. Just a bit of a drizzle of rain. So it makes the this artificial turf at Seddon Fields so appealing. You know what the winter weather's like in New Zealand, as we see a cross coming in from Rovers. No one in the box for Rovers to get on that one, but rain, hail or shine, you can certainly do with artificial turf. Is great to play on from a conditions perspective. Auckland Rovers, they haven't ventured over much of their half. They haven't had too many forays in the attacking third so far. Northern Rovers, what can they do now? Vili to get play started again. Yeah, they quite often, the back line for Western Springs also, you've got Tui Samoa, who's very confident with the ball at feet as well. So you more or less got your goalkeeper playing as a again, when you've got possession in transition, you've always got another outlet. She's good at feet, ball at feet. Angelique Tui Samoa. Nice touch from Kelly Brown, looking for Pivac. Ulivili now looking for Tafaru, always making herself available, Sam Tafaru. Nice switch of play. Pedersen now just unable to get that one under control. And it looks like she's gone down with a bit of a knock to her ankle, Maggie Pedersen. That clash with Talisha Green. Yeah, players are signalling across for some assistance for Maggie Pedersen. Just an unfortunate clash there with Talisha Green. I think he just her first touch, just let her down slightly for that ball from Sofia Garcia. So ever present for Western Springs on either flank. She's very flexible, Maggie Pedersen, or she can play along the central defensive role as well. Just see your first touch, just couldn't get that one under control, and Talisha Green, the culprit from Northern Rovers, just with that challenge on Maggie Pedersen. Hopefully she's okay. Just doing the standard tests there, magic water, bit of a spray. Hopefully she's okay to continue. She'll have to go off though and come back on. Arissa Takeda is going to come across to get this one started again. It's a free kick. Sofia Garcia making her way into the box. She's on her feet, Maggie Pedersen, which is a good sign. Takeda now to float this one into the box. Oh, it's a free header for Lily Jervis. Yeah, that should have been 1-0 to Western Springs. Gee, the Springs captain finding herself with a hell of a lot of room in the penalty box. It was a free header for Lily Jervis. She just pulled off the back of Kate McConnell. Springs will be disappointed they haven't scored. Had Emma Peinenberg about 5 or 6 minutes ago with that unable to control the ball from a Emma Peinenberg cross. So you see Kelly Brown getting onto, trying to get onto a ball out of the back for Rovers. Jervis now into midfield, misplaced pass to Peinenberg. Seems to recover well, Emma Peinenberg. Ulivili now, Takeda. Rovers doing well just to close the passing lanes down for Springs. Breeze Durham, right place, right time. Is any good defensive midfielder just in front of your back two, stepping in line when you can read the play and see that ball coming through passing through the lines, Western Springs, but she was able to intercept that one timely. McConnell now getting forward. Good possession now for Rovers. Oh, and that a wayward pass from Greer McIntosh, looking for Talisha Green. As we see, will be a substitution actually. So it looks like Maggie Pedersen won't be able to continue, which is so unfortunate for Western Springs. 26 on, Anna Irvine. So let's just here have a look out. It looks like Takeda's gone on the right hand side. Irvine just here hugging the touchline, number 26. So we'll see just a personnel change there. Unfortunate for Maggie Pedersen. But Arisa Takeda at right back. And Anna Irvine. So, early change for Ryan Faithful. Forced change too, with that unfortunate injury to Maggie Pedersen. Kelly Brown battling well with Rina Harano. Looking for the run now. Pivac. Vili to clear. Again, good touch and control from Samantha Tawharo. McConnell now. Wasi with a bit of room now. Renee Wasi turns into trouble. Pynenberg was quick to get in on top of her. And they've turned the ball over again. Have Northern Rovers. Well, they haven't been able to settle at all this afternoon or this evening, Northern Rovers. It's all been Western Springs dictating play, dictating the tempo. Rovers just happy to play on, soak up some pressure, stay organised and use the pace up front of Kelly Brown. Try and get Western Springs on the break. Tawharo now with time to turn. Irvine. First touch from Taitumu, let her down. Recovered well by Rina Harano. And Yaneli Blount was safely down to her right. Talisha Green now trying to get across the halfway liner. We see Rina Harano looking for her 7th goal of the season. Top goal scorer at the moment for Western Springs. Ellie Blount O'Connor trying to look to play this one out. Sophia Garcia showing Talisha Green down the sideline, intercept bomb tied to him. It wasn't a good ball from Green. Takeda now with a bit of space. Time to measure across. Looking for Rina Harano. And again, unmarked in the box, Western Springs player. We saw it earlier from Lydia Jervis from the free kick. And now another cross from the right-hand side, finding Rina Harano unmarked. Slow out of the blocks, aren't they, tonight? There's Rovers. Couple of lapses of concentration in and around the box, for leaving Springs players unmarked. A couple of free headers already. Opening 20 minutes here at Seddon Fields. Western Springs and Northern Rovers. Currently 0-0. Springs already with at least 3 good chances to take the lead. They just haven't been able to convert those chances. Jervis now. Vili substitute. Anna Irvine. Oh, great touch from Tawharo finding Jessica Innes. She did well to find the feet of Irvine. Tawharo, she always looks to come short, doesn't he, Samantha Tawharo? And that's their tactic, isn't it? With player, great first touch, holds the ball up well, and you get those runners, those players running off her. That second phase ball. can see the rain here at Seddon Fields getting a little bit heavier now. Taitumu now picking up the loose ball. Pynenberg closed down quickly in the middle of the park. That ball coming off Kelly Brown. Again, Taitumu battling away. A free kick away against Danielle Canham. The Rovers now will be able to settle themselves, and Chelsea Elliott looking for a long ball forward. Couldn't find Leanna Ryan on that occasion. Green now looking for the runner Pivac there. Was a shot come across, I think, from Alicia Green. Yeah, Ulavili and Jervis always look so confident on the ball at the back. Pynenberg, nice touch to find Irvine. McConnell in the way. Quick throw, Hirano now. Jinks inside on her right with a strike from Rena Hirano. Blocked from McConnell. But it's come straight back now. Pynenberg on her right foot. That one just whizzing past the post of Ellie Blount. Well, all the pressure coming from the Western Springs side in the opening 22 minutes. See Pynenberg picking up that loose ball on her unfavoured left foot, but just you can see it taking off when it hits the turf here at Seddon Fields. A bit of moisture on the pitch this evening, as we see Takeda with another strike on goal. Well, Rovers just failing to close down the Western Springs players and putting pressure on the ball, and it's Talisha Green turning that one over with a bit of pressure from Sofia Garcia. So we see Larissa Takeda there with that shot. And all the pressure from Springs at the moment. Rovers just have to get closer to the ball. Too much space now for Tafaru and Garcia. Green now putting some pressure on Garcia. And Blount able to gather that one on the second occasion, but too much space for the Springs players. And giving good players room, we've already seen 4 or 5 shots in the last 10 minutes or so from Springs. They're quite happy to shoot from distance. I mean, on these sort of conditions, we see a bit of water on the surface here at Seddon Fields. From that pass from Jervis, anything can happen. Inside pass looking for Irving. Well, Kate McConnell unable to. Arena Hirano now. One touch, second touch for Hirano. Carnham looks to clear that one, but only as far as Irvine again with some space for Pynenberg. Looking to find an angle for a cross. Chelsea Elliott getting that one out for a corner. So more defending for Northern Rovers. This corner from Western Springs. It's their first corner for the evening. Already showing some promise from set plays and even from crosses, particularly from the right-hand side. Rovers players will be looking to get a lot closer on the set piece. Takeda now to swing this one in. It goes near post. It's a flat ball on the ground. Jessica Innes with a strike. Rovers able to clear their lines. Kelly Brown now, they look 3 players getting forward for Rovers. It's a bit of pressure from the Rovers, but Tui Samoa doing well to find Taitumu now. Wasi finding Carnham. It's a great ball from Danny Carnham, but too straight. And that's a couple of occasions of Kelly Brown has just been able to make a run inside her defender. That one just too close to the keeper. Jervis will get the ball forward, looking for the feet of Takeda. She does well under pressure from Talisha Green. And they play through the lines well, don't they? Hirano now. Good work from Breeze Durham there, just to force her wide. Garcia looking for support, looking for that overlapping run. Jessica Innes cleaning up for Springs in midfield now. Ulavili. There is more space for Peinenberg. Should be a first-time cross for Irving. It's a great cross to the far post. Garcia. No one there for Western Springs. The ball fell to Breeze Durham. She was able to clear. Renee Wasi now, just to cool things down a little bit. Ball given away again from Rovers. Hirano finding Garcia on the right-hand side. Overlapping run from Takeda. That'll be too long for Arisa Takeda. They just can't seem to hold on the ball, particularly coming out of midfield. Northern Rovers. It's turning over possession far too easily. Springs are able to pick up the second phase ball. Tawharo now. Time to turn. It's been a common theme so far this evening for Rovers. Too much time and space for the Springs players just to bring the ball down under control and pick a pass and pick a player. Innes switching the play. Jervis can't find the feet of of Garcia. Good quick feet from Emma Peinenberg. The reverse pass from Garcia will be too long. Greer McIntosh able to get across, but forces a corner, does Emma Peinenberg. What can they do? They've had a couple of chances from crosses. Headers to Lily Jervis. Rena Hirano. Signal there to come to the far post. Looped in, cleared off the line from Chelsea Elliott. Lily Jervis stays up from that corner, looking to get a cross in. Hirano just a bit slow to get across the near post there. Ellie Blout gathering well for Northern Rovers. Taitumu now mounting pressure from Western Springs. They really need to turn this pressure and this dominance and this possession into goals. They've already had a number of chances already this evening. It's been Talisha Green. It's a worrying sign for Northern Rovers with their captain just a little bit uncomfortable on what looks like her ankle. Looking for Leanna Ryan. And it's a clumsy foul from Sophia Garcia and yellow card from Anna-Marie Keeley. So Sophia Garcia, first player booked this evening. clumsy challenge on Talisha Green. I think this one will be double. There's a bit of treatment on that ankle that she looked like she was quite uncomfortable a few moments ago. She just, yeah, really clumsy from Garcia leading with her knee. Well, Rovers need to get more out of their, particularly out of their midfield. Renee Wasi there. 2 goals for her so far this season. And more out of Danielle Cunham, good young player. Danny Cunham. They just haven't been able to settle at all, Rovers. Obviously missing the likes of Estelle Harrison and Michaela Foster, 2 very key players in the middle of the park for Rovers. So that's perhaps where Springs are able to exploit their dominance so far this evening. Looks okay to continue. It's Talisha Green, which is a good sign. "32 minutes gone here at Seddon Fields. Round 6 action in the National Women's League. Under the lights at Seddon Fields, Point Chevalier in Auckland. Chelsea Elliott just playing with fire there against Sam Tafaru. Good pressure from Tafaru as well. Just a bit casual, Chelsea Elliott. Obviously the other game going on at this time as well is Eastern Suburbs against Auckland United. So 2 games tonight in the Women's National League. There's another full round of games on Monday, this Labour weekend. So a weekend full of football here. Wasi now. Pivac able to find a bit of space, but again unable to keep control and keep possession, Rovers, and they turn it over again in the middle of the park. Irvine now. Tafaru drifted wide to offer support. Inside now for Jessica Innes. Garcia making that run. You see her at the top of the screen, as she does so often. Makes that run across the defender and then times her run just to run off the shoulder. Garcia now looking for Hirano. Taitimu with the shot again. Western Springs unable to hit the target. They've been guilty this evening so far of that, unable to capitalise on some very good chances, both from the head and at feet. Again, Rovers survive another wave of pressure from Western Springs. Samantha Tafaru now on the right-hand side. You see no pressure on the ball. Players able to run past. That's better from Rovers. Again, they need support for Kelly Brown, dropping deep in midfield. Again, turned over. Pynenberg, Jessica Innes. Tafaru with a bit of space, finding Hirano now. Can't link up with Garcia. Nice work from Renee Wasi now in front of Kelly Brown, but too far, and Ulivili able to mop that one up. See a free kick for Western Springs. So everything going for Western Springs at the moment. Jessica Innes just lining this one up. You can see Sofia Garcia just at the edge of the 18-yard box, and Samantha Tafaru just in the centre of your screen there. Innes now. Oh, it's not a great free kick from Jessica Innes. Harano. Well, Tafaru was coming short. Harano was going long. Some miscommunication from the two players. Green now, hugging the touchline. Looking for Leanna Ryan. Kelly Brown now, again with a bit of space to run onto, but it's too close again. Tui Samoa, she marshals her box very, very well. Nice touch inside. Pivac couldn't pick it up and run with it. Cunham again doing well, finding Kelly Brown, swinging that one in from the right. Kelly Brown, late runners from Leanna Ryan, but too late. Springs able to come away with that one quite comfortably, but it was a good run from Kelly Brown, using her pace to get in behind. It's a nice cross as well, but Rovers just weren't able to get players inside the box quick enough. That's better from Renee Wasi, getting closer, putting some pressure on Emma Peinenberg. And again, we'll see this is where Lily Jervis had a similar sort of header from across from a similar distance earlier on from Arisa Takeda. She'll loft this one into the box, looking for Jervis, Tafaru or Garcia. Falls now to Jessica Innes from the edge of the box. Takes a deflection. Thankfully in the hands of Ellie Blout for Northern Rovers. Durham able to control that one. Down the line, she only finds the head of Anna Irvine. Again, quick feet from Western Springs to try and break clear in the middle of the park. Kelly Brown again working hard up front, but she has her work cut out with Uluvili and Jervis. Tafaru now with space. Oh, unfortunate execution there. Just a bit short for Emma Peinenberg. Well, both these clubs have players that have been away with the New Zealand Under-17 women's team. Their World Cup campaign in India. Suya Herring and Alexis Cook both started against their last game for the Young Ferns against Germany. That one ended in a unfortunate 3-1 loss. Millie Clegg with the goal there for the Young Ferns. Lara Colby also started that one for the Ferns. Obviously integral part of this Western Springs side. It's unfortunate the Young Ferns weren't able to sort of replicate the previous campaign, Leon Burney's side in 2018 in Uruguay, where they came away with a third placing. Taitumu now. Tui Samoa finding the feet of Anna Irvine. Looking for the run of Tafaru. Should be quite comfortable for Chelsea Elliott. Oh, bit of a loose ball there from Springs, and Denny Cannon was able to get the ball ground to Kelly Brown and lashes that cross across the face of the 18-yard box. Again, no one there to run onto the ball for Rovers. Garcia doing well to hold off Breeze Durham. Tawharo again, got to get closer. Chelsea Elliott and Greer McIntosh, particularly on Samantha Tawharo. Everything they play forward out of the middle of the park or from the back into feed of Tawharo, it's sticking, which is great from a Springs perspective. Got to get a bit closer and a bit tighter from Northern Rovers at the back. Nice ball inside from Renee Wasi, finds Kelly Brown now. Pivac getting a bit of room. Canham on this right. They try and settle on the ball, just get a bit of rhythm going. Northern Rovers just keeps them possession, keep the ball moving, move the Springs players around, try and draw their central defenders out of line, Jervis and Uluvili, and we've seen the pace and strength of Kelly Brown running onto the ball. She does pose a threat through the middle for Rovers. Ennis now looking for the run of Garcia, running in behind again. Nice bit of footwork from Chelsea Elliott. Pivac's outnumbered. Peinenberg now. Switch of play. Garcia had come inside. Closing stages of this one here. First half action from Seddon Fields and Westmere, Auckland, Western Springs and Northern Rovers. Springs have had the majority of this first half. Created a couple of really good chances, particularly from set pieces or crosses. A couple of free headers for Jervis and Hirano. Really should have been at least 2 to 3 goals up so far, Western Springs, with the number of chances they have had. Good work from Wasi to force Taitumu back. It's a bit more like it. Uluvili now finds the feet of Tawharo, again coming short. And again, Elliott's had to come across and cover. Irvine now finds Jessica Innes, unable to keep that one in play. Emma Peinenberg. We just clicked over 45 minutes. We have had a couple of stoppages to Talisha Green and obviously to Maggie Pedersen inside the first 15 minutes. She was unfortunately had to leave the pitch and couldn't return, Maggie Pedersen. So we will have a couple of minutes of stoppage time. Tawharo now finding Sophia Garcia back to goal. She did drift into an offside position. Well, Garcia already with 4 goals to her name so far. Bit of pressure now from Pynenberg and Hirano to turn that one over. Jessica Innes squeezing it to Taitumu now. Hirano able to twist and turn, looking for the feet. Tawharu again out wide to Taitumu. This will be a cross from the right from Sofia Garcia. Chelsea Elliott able to head clear. Leanna Ryan now looking to dribble her way out of trouble. Pynenberg was a free kick there from the looks of things for Emma Pynenberg. Referee Anna Marie Keeley just waiting to see if there was any advantage for Pynenberg. This should be the last kick of the game for Jessica Innes, and she'll put this one in the box looking for the likes of Sofia Garcia or Lily Jervis. Tawharu's also handy in the air. Innes now will get this one to the box. Swings it in. Someone's gone to the ground. It is Lily Jervis, has just lost her footing. Takeda with a swing and a miss. Jessica Innes again cool and composed. Tui Samoa only finds Rene Wasi. Bit of space now for Rena Hirano. Breeze Durham looking to put her under pressure. Garcia now cutting inside from the right, looking for an overlapping run. Jessica Innes' support, looking for a cross. Oh, it's a shot from Jessica Innes. Well, Anna Marie kindly says, well, that's enough for the first half. And from Seddon Fields here in West Auckland, Western Springs and Northern Rovers going at half time. It's 0-0. We'll see you after this. Patterson, wayward pass, Hirano intercepts that well that occasion. Garcia, Hirano now, one-on-one. Here's Hirano. Oh, great footwork. And it's in. It is a goal from Hirano. Well, thought that one may get away from her, but she did choose to find the back of the net on that occasion. Lena Hirano. So a bit of pressure playing off for Western Springs. Pressure too from Jackson. Here she is again. The second chance, and it's a goal. Suburbs have struck straight back against Northern Rovers this afternoon. Devon Jackson. One-on-one with really does well. And on target, what a strike. Petra Buick. Fantastic strike. What a run from the substitute. Thoroughly deserved too. She's been quite a star for Canterbury since she's been on. Trying to force things. What a fantastic strike by her. Settling in. Yoshida again opens her body up so well. Allows her to play that one first time. A shot from Yoshida, and it's a goal. Michaela Foster could not get that to that one. It's Saki Yoshida, the third goal for Eastern Suburbs this afternoon. Well-worked goal from Yoshida.
Oh, lovely turn. That's beautiful from Painenberg. Can she release the pass? She does to Colby. Best football of the match so far. To the edge of the penalty area, and that is the best goal of the match, and that is superb. Tāwhuru with the finish, but beautifully crafted, and it all started with Emma Painenberg. What a turn in midfield, and releasing Colby, and again she found a teammate with the cross.
The first 5 rounds of the National Women's League. Taylor O'Brien for Eastern Suburbs there, scoring 4 goals in the opening round a few weeks ago. Kelly Brown, we've seen her this evening, putting pressure on the back two of Jervis and Uluvili. She's there with 6 goals. Rena Harano, Devon Jackson, Bree Johnson, Michaela Foster, Sophia Garcia, Juliet Lewis, and obviously Jessica Innes as well. So a number of Western Springs players there and Eastern Suburbs players. You can see why they're sitting top of the league at the moment. Well, leading the charge for the Men's National League here, Gianni Bazoukas for Wellington Olympic. Saw Ryan De Vries there pop up at the far post against Birkenhead for Auckland City. Ed Wilkinson, Hiroyoshi Kamata, and Jack Henry Sinclair, also from Wellington Olympic. So early stages yet, and early rounds. Only two games gone in the Men's National League. Sorry, 3 games. Actually, round 3, round 4 being played this weekend. Birkenhead United in Auckland City there, sitting on top with 7 points. Wellington Olympic, Auckland United there making out the top 4. So Miramar Rangers picking up their first point as well with a draw against Napier City Rovers last weekend. Well, as we said, football action coming to you thick and fast this Labour weekend. Melville United and Cashmere Technical Coming to you live on Sky Sport next from Gower Park. That one kicking off tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Addison, the way we pass Hirano, intercepts that on that occasion. Garcia, Hirano now, one-on-one. Here's Hirano. Oh, great footwork, and it's in. It is a goal from Hirano. Well, thought that one may get away from her, but she did choose to find the back of the net on that occasion. Rina Hirano, a bit of pressure playing off for Western Springs.
And here is Tade with Howison sweeping forward. This is looking likely here for Auckland City. Howison early ball in, and there is the goal, beautifully done. Ryan de Vries opens the scoring. Superb combinations from the attacking trio. It takes one moment of brilliance and everything can change again. And this is looking better. Nice little play here. This is beautiful from Birkenhead. And just as I talk, up the Miramar Rangers defence, Birkenhead United break it down, and Alex Connor McLean has got Birkenhead United's second goal, and it was a cracker.
Good pressure too from Jackson. Here she is again. The second chance, and it's a goal. Suburbs have struck straight back against Northern Rovers this afternoon. Devon Jackson.
To the right foot, beautiful pass. Jack Henry Sinclair's onside.
Nice goal.
That's a brilliant finish by Jack Henry Sinclair. One of the most exciting players in the National League Championship. And Wellington Olympic doubled the lead.
And that is tough to keep doing that. That's why it's so important to score when you get those chances.
Oh, and there is the goal at the other end of the pitch, and it's Adam Mitchell. What a last and dramatic 5 minutes we have just seen here at Kiwi Tia Street. Adam Mitchell shrugging free of his marker.
Suburbs can settle again. Yoshida again opens her body up so well. Allows her to play that one first time. A shot from Yoshida, and it's a goal. Michaela Foster could not get that to that one. And Saki Yoshida, the third goal for Eastern Suburbs this afternoon. Well worked goal from Yoshida.
Not let it rattle in, and here's a chance for them made it ice it. Great ball, and they have iced it. Well, the visitors are going to steal the win here. Dane Schnell has got the fourth goal, and it was a beauty as well.
Gould goes forward, and now it's Randall with an opportunity to redeem himself, and oh, it's off the underside of the bar. Now Bazooka scores, and it's 3-0 to Wellington Olympic. And just a moment ago, where Bazookas was shaking his head in disappointment, he's now congratulating Randall. And Wellington Olympic in total control at Gower Park.
Devon Jackson again, what can she do to put a nail in the coffin? Surely.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
There it is. Devon Jackson, hat-trick for Eastern Suburbs. What a performance she has had today. Goal scoring, setting up, all over the pitch.
Now Gould. Melville players taken away. Now Jack Henry Sinclair. Away down the right-hand side, Bazookas unmarked, and that is 4-0. Beautiful goal by Wellington Olympic. Jack Henry Sinclair, chief provider, and Gianni Bazookas with a lovely finish. Dylan Hobson with the corner kick. Flipped into the near post, and it's won by Birkenhead, and it's in the back of the net. It's Dino Bonica. The home side sees the initiative just before the hour mark, to the delight of the Shepherds Park crowd.
one with Ulavili does well. And on target, what a strike! Petra Buick.
Again, shoots a little weakly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, it's almost going to script that after all the great chances, it's a scuffed shot that bounces awfully for Jesse Barnard, who doesn't adjust. And the opening goal of the game.
Well, welcome back to Seddon Fields here in Westmere, Auckland. To start the second half of this one between Western Springs and Northern Rovers. It is even Stevens after the first 45 minutes. One-way traffic for most of the game. If you're a Springs fan, you know, I guess you'd be happy with the way they're playing and the number of chances, but on the other side, you know, they've failed to convert a number of good chances they've had in the first 45 minutes. Northern Rovers be the happier of the two, I would think. Had very little ball or build-up play. Have actually turned the ball over quite a bit in the middle of the park. Obviously missing two key players, Estelle Harrison and Michaela Foster. But it's 0-0 at halftime here. They're in with a chance if they can get some quality service into Kelly Brown and Renee Wasi there just in the centre of your picture. Two key players for Northern Rovers. And Marie Keeley signals for this one to get underway for the second half. It Springs going from left to right on your screen. Wasi, Rovers be looking to get more out of her in the second half to really put some pressure on Western Springs. Garcia has been ever present in the first half. Springs has changed from the right side and switched to the left. Hirano operating up against Talisha Green. Straight in an offside position though, did Rina Hirano. Bit more urgency required from Northern Rovers. You just heard Elena Blount, their keeper, just looking lively. Getting their players all ready to lift their energy levels for this one. This one will be running out for a goal kick. Two changes for Benjamin Bates' side in this one. As we said, no Harrison, no Foster. Denny Canham comes in and Angela Pivac comes into the starting lineup. Already seen a substitution for Springs, a forced substitution too, with Maggie Pedersen having to leave the ground after an unfortunate knock in the first half. Garcia swinging that one and can't find teammate, and it was Canham that got it clear, only as far as Kelly Brown. Connell now into Carnham. Good close ball control, but she's run out of room. Danny Carnham. Jervis now, as she's done for most of the first half, bringing the ball out the back, finding the feet of Tafaru. Just a bit long for Hirano. She's able to get it back. Dispossessed by Renee Wasi. It's quite so often the case. We've seen a number of passages in the first half that just gets a bit loose and a bit untidy in the middle of the park at times from both teams. Wasi now. Garcia able to get to that one before it goes out, but unfortunately for her, just finds the feet of Kate McConnell. McConnell now. It's too big for Kelly Brown. She needs it at her feet. There's a distribution there from Kate McConnell. It's a long throw, again looking for Kelly Brown. They've been able to turn that one over for a Rovers throw-in. Played to the whistle, and they do. Oh, there, Anna Marie Carney just blew the whistle then. Takeda takes off down that right-hand side. We've seen that so often from Springs for most of the season. They're two wide players, whether it's Teresa Takeda, Maggie Pedersen, Sophia Dyer. You almost lead the two central defenders sort of one-on-one, and they, as soon as they get the ball at the back, they're over the halfway line and looking to push numbers forward. Alicia Green to bring the ball out for Rovers. Chelsea Elliott looking for Wasi, but straight to Lily Jervis. Jervis, Wasi does well, gets through to Takeda. Jessica Ernest now tidies up, finds Lita Timu. Springs able to clear their lines, but only as far as Greer McIntosh. Comes straight back from Rovers. Can they build some pressure now? Quick ball from Garcia. Only finds Talisha Green as she sends it straight back down to Tui Samoa. A pretty special player, Kelly Brown, to get on the end of that one. Irvine finds Garcia as she does, cuts inside both flanks wherever she plays. Quite a consistent sort of tactic for Western Springs. One that's worked so well for them up to now. It's either the ball into Tafaru, players running off her for the second phase ball, or it's Garcia cutting inside on either flank and linking up with Taitumu or Irina Hirano. More Peinenberg now on the ball. Wayward pass from her, Leanna Ryan. With a foul on from Hirano on Ryan, but advantage played by the ref. Felicia Green with a second go at that one. Jervis finds a ricochet. It's all a bit helter-skelter at the moment here at Seddon Fields. Neither team able to get any ascendancy in this second half. It's going to take a player like a Renee Wasi or a Kelly Brown from a Rovers perspective to really try and force some pressure on Western Springs. Nice ball finding Hirano now with a bit of space wide on the right. Slings the cross in from Hirano. Chelsea only clears fast as Peinenberg, and she finds the back of the net. Emma Peinenberg. Well, we talked about it at earlier on in the game. They've created so many chances, Western Springs. They just haven't been able to take one of them, but on that occasion, what a clinical finish from Emma Peinenberg on her unfavoured right foot. She started it there, that ball from her out wide to Hirano, the well-flighted cross. Elliott couldn't clear. Peinenberg one touch, two touch, back of the net. Thank you very much. Western Springs up 1-0 here at Seddon Fields. So Emma Peinenberg's her second goal of the season. What a wonderful strike that was. Work now for Northern Rovers. Greer steps well. Greer McIntosh. Looping. Yeah, a bit more energy to this Rovers side now. Kelly Brown fighting hard as she usually does. Angela Pivac to swing this one across. Finds the feet at Danny Carnham. Oh, jeepers. Great strike from Carnham and a great save from Tuisamo. It was point blank range actually. Referee's assistant finds a player in an offside position potentially, but what a great cross here from, flat cross too from Pivac. Carnham able to turn quickly. Tuisamo in position near perfect at that near post. But a good signs from Rovers to come straight back and create a chance. That'll give them some confidence now. Already can see some energy levels have lifted. Maybe it's a sign now that they've got to start playing. They've got to start pushing players forward and at least maintaining possession and getting into good positions like this from Leanna Ryan, and it's Kelly Brown. What a great response from Northern Rovers. They've hit straight back here at Seddon Fields. 1-1 between Western Springs and Northern Rovers. Kelly Brown with the equalising goal for Leanna Ryan. What a great run and a cross. Unmarked at the near post was Kelly Brown. Tuisamo probably a little bit slow to react. You can give a player like Kelly Brown all the space and time. She makes no mistake from close range. This Kelly Brown, and it's tied up here again. Well. In the space of 5 minutes, we have 2 goals. Kelly Brown with her 7th of the season. Well, you just got a sense, a few moments ago with both teams actually lifting the tempo and good energy levels showing. And we saw the chance earlier from Danny Carnham, sort of hitting straight back after that goal from Emma Peinenberg. Ennis now. Hirano able to recover that one from Springs. He's got a good vibe and good feel to the game now. You see both sets of players, good intensity shown from Leanna Ryan. That'll be a free kick, surely. Yes, it is. That's a bit more like it from Northern Rovers. It's taken them a goal down to kind of lift their mindset, lift their intensity. They've clawed their way back and equalised pretty much straight away. We see here Rena Hirano, second player to go in the book this evening. Disappointing free kick from Rovers. Only finding the head of Emma Pynenberg now. Hirano dropping the shoulder against Talisha Green. Good pressure too from Kelly Brown on Jessica Innes there, forcing her to play back, just giving her no room. This is where she needs some help. As we see, she's just signalling to her teammates there. Come on, if we're going to close the ball down and press, we need everyone to do it in sync. Bit of a lone ranger on that occasion as a header from Sofia Garcia across the goal. Talisha Green able to scramble it out for Northern Rovers. Quick throw taken, Hirano and Takeda. Takeda swings across and should be simple for Blount. And they're forced to Lily Taitumu. She probably should have done a little bit better than that. Probably had a bit more time than she thought she did. See Takeda there swinging that one in. Lily Taitumu, a bit of a mix-up there from Blount. And Kate McConnell. But some good goalmouth action so far in this second half between Northern Rovers and Western Springs. Hirano now, we're able to cut inside from Green, but overhit pass to Sam Tafaro. Talisha Green now to see if she can find Renee Wasi, but she finds the head of Taitimu. Takeda in the way on that occasion. Jessica Innes looking to bulldoze her way through. Breeze Durham. It's a bit more composure from Northern Rovers. That's a lot better. Just looking to keep the ball, not force anything. Sweet Chelsea Elliott there on there. It's just distribution letting them down on those sort of occasions. No real pressure on the ball. Failing to find a yellow shirt. Carnham now. Oh, a little flick there. Carnham tidies up, gets a free kick, surely. Yes, it is. Anna Irvine just a bit late on Denny Carnham. See a substitution coming up for Rovers. Mackenzie Longmuir, number 19. Let's see who's gone off there on the far side. Is it Danielle Carnham, I think? No, it's not. She's number 8 there. We'll have that change for you in a few minutes, but Mackenzie Longmuir, number 19, coming on for Rovers. Oh, the bounce just in front of Tui Samoa. Gee, that just skidded off the turf here at Seddon Fields. It has been raining off and on here at in Auckland. I think it might be Danielle Carnham that's... No, Danielle Carnham's there, number 8, so it's Angela Pivac, I think, number 11, that's made way for Mackenzie Longmuir. Swung into the near post from Rovers. It's off a Western Springs defender at the near post, and it's out for another corner for Rovers. A good bit of pressure. Northern Rovers. So what can Northern Rovers conjure up here? It's Talisha Green that's going to be taking this one. Denny Carnham's gone short for the ball. Swung in from Talisha Green. Renee Wasi with a free header. Longmuir now trying to shovel that one across the face of the box. Chelsea Elliott with all the time to measure a pass, but finds the head of Jervis. Taitumu picking up the pieces now. Talisha Green working hard and forcing that one out, just stopping the momentum of Suburbs. As we see a bit of a stop here for, I think we've got a player, it's Lee Jervis, I think, is it? Yes, it is. Springs captain. Just a bit of, there was a late challenge from a Northern Rovers player just with that ball, that long ball back in from Chelsea Elliott. Looks like her arm or her elbow potentially with a bit of a knock. That magic water certainly does the trick. But she'll have to come off the pitch to come back on. Leanna Ryan there coming in late. So, Arisa Takeda to take this one for Western Springs. Again, bouncing that one off Tafaru. Lily Taitumu just sitting in for Lily Jervis at the moment until she comes back on. Irvine, she overruns that one. We should see Lily Jervis come back, and we see Taitumu just moving into her normal midfield role. So Jervis back on for Western Springs. Longmuir does well to muscle Garcia off the ball. Leanna Ryan now finds the feet of Kelly Brown. This is where Kelly Brown likes the ball. Nice bit of play from Northern Rovers. Gee, she looks so sharp when she gets in those positions. She uses her pace, the timing of her runs. She forces a corner. Already a goal to her name tonight. Kelly Brown, that equalising goal for Northern Rovers. Talisha Green again with the signal to the far post. Falls to Danny Carnham, and she can't keep that one down. But again, good spell of pressure from Northern Rovers. They've started the second half much improved from the first 45 minutes. Able just to have a lot more of their possession inside the Suburbs half, as we see Suburbs make Western Springs make a change. Georgina Brown, number 8, coming on for Samantha Tafaro. So interesting to see if there's Georgina Brown already in the thick of things, using her body well. That's what you want from your substitute. Interesting to see where she lines up, whether it's a straight swap for Samantha Tafaru. You might see Irina Harano drop into that midfield role, and Georgina Brown may just sit up top to replace Tafaru. It's an in-swinging corner, good corner too from Springs. Shot from Takeda. What a great strike from Arisa Takeda. And equally, Ellie Blount in the Rovers goal, saving to her right. What a great strike. What a great save as well. Action coming thick and fast here. What a strike from Arisa Takeda. A bit of pressure for Springs now. Looping corner in. Wasi able to clear. Forza Taitumu unable to get hold of it. Irving, can she swing this back into the box or into the mixer? But it's short. Jessica Innes. Pijnenberg now. Rovers sitting quite deep inside their own box. Pijnenberg. No help. Oh, yes, there is help on the right-hand side from Brown. Looking for a flat pass into Taitumu. Great, nice move from Lily Taitumu, but just that execution on the strike. She leant back. And actually that one was high and wide from Lily Taitumu. We see Hirano taking that set number 9 role that Tafaru was playing. Brown will sit on the right. Renee Wasi now. Oh, just a bit too hard for the other Brown. Kelly Brown from Rovers. There's definitely opportunity for Northern Rovers that they can get the timing of the ball right into those channels between Uluvili and Jervis for Kelly Brown to run onto. McIntosh taking no chances with that one. Georgina Brown has been in the thick of the action since she's come on in the last couple of minutes. Jessica Innes will look for a switch to Garcia. Can't find Taitimu. Innes again. Longmire putting pressure on her. And it's Pijnenberg towing it through to Hirano. This should be a strike on for... Oh! Rena Hirano goes past Eleanor Blount, and referee Anna-Marie Keeley sees that is a penalty. Thank you very much. Oh, too quick. Rena Hirano. Blount had made her mind up to come off her line. Good pressure from Pijnenberg. You see Hirano here. Sees Blount advancing. And just her momentum, Blount's momentum, wasn't able to avoid the on-running Rena Hirano. And it'll be Arisa Takeda now from 12 yards. Good action here at Seddon Fields already in the second half. 70 minutes gone, 1-1. Takeda, chance to make it 2-1 for Western Springs. Takeda against Blount. Takeda, ball makes no mistake from the spot. Arisa Takeda. Well, 2-1 to Western Springs and a well-taken penalty from Arisa Takeda. Celebrations there for the Springs players. I don't know how much that means now. 20 minutes to go, plus at least, I would say a few minutes. But we still have 19 minutes of normal time to go here. Plenty of time for Northern Rovers. They've had a much better second half than the first half. They got a goal back, an equalising goal from Kelly Brown. A couple of other chances too. Danny Carnham. done from Talisha Green. Again, they close the ball down well. Kelly Brown now looking to swing this one from the left-hand side. It's a far post, looking for Rene Wasi. Sophia Garcia back to help out. Carnham now, bit of a tight area, chooses to come out to McConnell. Swings the ball in, only to find Takeda. Talisha Green with the strike from distance. Yeah, it was an ambitious strike from the Rovers captain from that sort of distance. In the end, got all her angles wrong, unfortunately. See what she was trying to do though, trying to just strike over the ball, trying to keep it down, but came off the side of her foot. Springs now look enticing Rovers into close them down, going long, but balls come straight back from Northern Rovers. Takeda now back inside her, deep in her own defensive territory. Unable to sort of control that one. Leanna Ryan goes down under a challenge from Marisa Takeda. Hopeful appeal, I think, from Leanna Ryan. Looks like she's injured herself while doing so. Yeah, I think she knew it as well. Bit of a smile in her face from Leanna Ryan. Brown using her body well. Green looking to swing this one in. It's not a bad ball from Talisha Green. Breeze Durham losing out to Rena Hirano. Garcia just to slow things up a little bit for Western Springs. Just get their foot on the ball again. Jervis will look to play forward as she's done for most of this game. Ennis, tidy feet. Looking for Hirano. Ball squirms to Taitumu, but Leanna Ryan is there again. Durham tidies up. Nice ball from McConnell, finds Wasi. She can't find Longmire. Pressure from Greer McIntosh. Longmire doing well, working hard in the middle of the park. Mackenzie Longmire. Elsie Elliott looking to swing that one in, but it's easy pickings for Tui Samoa. Brown now down the line. No one there for Springs. McConnell just able to keep that one in, but it has gone out, says the referee's assistant. 76 minutes gone here. 2-1 Western Springs, just with a slight upper hand on Northern Rovers at the moment. There's been a much closer second half. Garcia back to goal, doing well, finding Peinenberg. Free kick for Sophia Garcia. Some reasonable luck from, some reasonable chances from set pieces this evening. If Western Springs, a couple of good corners, particularly early in the first half. Takeda, more often than not, is the one to deliver the cross, whether it's from corners or from free kicks outside the box. Let's see what she can do. Can she find one of her Springs players inside the box? Hirano's there, Taitimu's there, Brown is there, Garcia at the far post. Takeda now swings, it is looking to the far post, but it's overhit for Sofia Garcia. Rovers looking to get this one going quickly, but the turnover possession does fall to Kelly Brown though. These are the sort of positions she likes, running at players, ball at feet, or running onto those balls in front of her. Oh, no advantage. Susanna Marie Keeley. Won a yellow card to Kelly Brown. So she's the third player to go in the book of Anna Marie Keeley this evening. Sofia Garcia, Rena Hirano from Western Springs, Kelly Brown, first card for Northern Rovers this evening. Jervis now to get this one forward. It's in the old-fashioned in the mixer. It falls to Brown. She looks like she's a bit tug of the shirt on Chelsea Elliott. Rovers looking to get this one forward early, but it's been a moving ball. Elliott now launches that one forward, finds the feet of Wasi. Bad first touch, lets her down. It's not often we say that with Renee Wasi. First touch is usually pretty good from Renee Wasi. Good bout of pressure from Northern Rovers. Springs haven't really settled into their rhythm as they have in the first half, and you've got to give credit to Northern Rovers for that as well. Chelsea Elliott is holding up Rena Hirano. She's got players running outside of her. One is Emma Peinenberg now. Mackenzie Longmuir able to get back from midfield for Rovers. Peinenberg now. Ennis finding the feet of, well, went under the feet of Georgina Brown. Well, we have talked about all the football action from across the National Women's League, and we've got the Men's National League as well this long weekend. Also got a major event, FIFA event here in Auckland tomorrow night with the draw of the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. So a number of dignitaries flying in from all over the world for that one. Be great to see there. By tomorrow night we should have an idea of who's playing where and who's playing who in the group stages of the Women's World Cup next year. So it'll be a big night for football here in Auckland. I see McConnell unfortunately just overrunning that one. We also have the last three qualifying spots too for the Women's World Cup going to be played in New Zealand next year between the 17th and the 23rd of February. Waikato Stadium and North Harbour Stadium will be hosting that final qualifying tournament on the last three spots in the World Cup in July and August. So New Zealand fans be treated to a qualifying round, or the last qualifying round for the Women's World Cup here on our doorstep. What a wonderful opportunity to get a sample of what you're going to be coming our way come July and August next year. Ball swung in, finding the feet of Danny Carnham. She can't find Kelly Brown. Carnham battling away. Danny Carnham tries to get it on her right foot. Just unable to get enough power or placement on that shot, but she did ever so well to find a yard of space to get that shot. Unfortunately for Western Springs, it fell into the hands quite comfortably of Tui Samoa. Chelsea Elliott now swing this one into the box. She can't find or beat the near first defender there, and Sofia Garcia. Bit of urgency now from Rovers. They can sense they've had the ascendancy for the last few minutes. Ball coming in. Safe pair of hands. Angelique Tui Samoa. Longmuir first to the ball. It's better from Rovers. Longmuir's left it short for Green. Brown dances past Longmuir. Maria McIntosh doing well to get across. She had a good impact since she's been on, Georgina Brown. Looked busy, she's been involved, she's been aggressive. That's what Ryan Faith will be looking at. Those sort of players coming off the bench to make a difference. Kelly Brown, the Lone Ranger up front for Northern Rovers, doing those doggies between defenders. Little back heel doesn't come off for Hirano. Garcia skips around. McConnell, ball into the box, and it's there. Well, Georgina Brown thoroughly deserved that goal for Western Springs. She's done ever so well. She's been on. Her work rate has been high. Energy rate has been high. She's put pressure on the defenders from Northern Rovers on more than one occasion. Thoroughly deserved goal. Ball comes across. She's there on the spot, making the run inside you can see it just inside the box there. Great ball by Garcia. She gets in between Ellie Blount and Talisha Green. And Georgina Brown makes it goal number 3 for Western Springs. As we see Northern Rovers going to the bench. Another substitution for Ben Bate, looking to, again, fresh pair of legs, or perhaps someone who can change a game, as we've seen with Georgina Brown. Courtney Noble, number 17. She can make a difference for Rovers. Wasi. Painenberg just getting in front of Talisha Green. Garcia now looking for support. She'll slow things down. It's all about game management now for Springs. 3 minutes plus stoppages. Well, what do Northern Rovers have Can they get themselves back into this one? Another goal will certainly make it an exciting finish. As we see another substitution for Rovers. So they've cleared the bench.
Substitution for the Rovers, number 16, Kate McConnell, making her way to number 18, Riley Sheldon.
So Riley Sheldon coming on, looks like a straight swap for Kate McConnell. So Risa Takeda now on this right-hand side looking to find Georgina Brown. She's outnumbered and out-muscled. From Talisha Green and a free kick, says Anna-Marie Keeley. So Jessica Innes will be to swing this one. Can they finish with a bit of a flurry, Western Springs? There's been a lot more pressure from Northern Rovers in the second half, but Springs have been much more clinical with their finishing and with their chances in front of goal. Innes. Oh, she goes straight for goal, and it's there for Jessica Innes. Well, I think that she has put it to bed, I think, for Western Springs. The fourth goal for the Point Chevalier Club. Jessica Innes, number 14 there with the goal that perhaps could seal it for Western Springs. Just too much on it for Ellie Blount. Couldn't get it to get her hand to that one from Jessica Innes. It's Jessica Innes' 5th goal of the season. So a strong finish from Western Springs in the second half. It was 1-1 at half time. Oh, sorry, 0 at half time. It then went 1-1, sort of 2 quick goals in succession just at the start of the second half. And it threatened to be a very, very close game, but Springs just too clinical in front of goal. Rovers just don't have enough quality in that attacking third to really put any pressure on the Springs backline. What can they do here? Wasi now. She'll try and take, be as positive as she can. Carnham should be back to Wasi, or Ulavili was there. Carnham again. Wasi could be in offside position. Carnham to the far post. Just eludes Kelly Brown. But she's managed to find some space to get a cross in. Out from Ulavili, only as far as Wasi. She tries to shovel it across the 18-yard box. Chelsea Elliott will look to launch it back into the box. Three minutes of added time. 3 minutes for Northern Rovers to try and salvage something from this game. Well, this victory will certainly leave Western Springs at the top of the table. We know that Eastern Suburbs are playing across town this evening as well, as we see an injury to Georgina Brown. That's Rena Hirano.
Substitution for
Western Springs.
Garcia, making way for number 24, Jungle We Go.
Jingwei Zhou is on, 24 on. Sophia Garcia has come off, and Helena O'Connor is going to get a run the last couple of minutes here up front for Rina Hirano, I think, and she limps to the side of the pitch. Here is O'Connor doing well to get that one under control. Taitimu, as we've seen for most of the game, very good game from Lily Taitimu. Gee, she's been one of the most consistent performers so far this season for Western Springs. Brown doing well. Pynenberg looking just to link in with Taitimu. Riley Sheldon now looking to play Renee Wasi, and she's onside. Renee Wasi, what can she do here? Chooses to go for goal. The save from Tui Samoa down to her near post. Well, Renee Wasi had players inside her that she could have perhaps slipped that one too, but chose to go for goal, and you couldn't blame her given the current situation they're in. Inside the closing stages here at Western Springs, hosting Crosstown Rovers, Northern Rovers. Taitumi looking to close that one out. Well, full time here. Western Springs, a little bit of pressure, but more pressure from Northern Rovers in the second half, but in the end, Western Springs, too much quality, too much class, too clinical up front. And in the end, too much for Northern Rovers here at Seddon Fields. It's run out full time here, round 6 action of the National Women's League. Western Springs running out winners against Northern Rovers, 4 goals to 1.
Round 6 match of the Women's National League. Final result, Western Springs 4, Northern Rovers 1. Just a reminder, on Monday, this is a double header round.
Well, the other result from this evening, Eastern Suburbs there, again, similar to what we saw Western Springs this evening, clinical in front of goal, 5-0 against Auckland United. So that gives Eastern Suburbs and Western Springs, again, 100% record. As we see the other games, Canterbury, Southern, Central and Capital still to come in this round. Double header round, of course, this Labour weekend. Look at the goals scored against for those two, and goals against, my word. So Springs and Suburbs. So they're going to be battling out, I think, for the majority of this season. Northern Rovers and Canterbury United sort of in 3rd and 4th. So Central and Capital football there, still with a lot of work to do. Well, games tomorrow, as you see from the Men's National League Championship, Melville United are hosting Cashmere Technical, coming to you live from Gower Park. That one, a 1 o'clock kickoff tomorrow afternoon. Well, from the crew here at Seddon Fields in Point Chevalier, Auckland, it's Western Springs that have run out full time here. Too strong for Northern Rovers, 4 goals to 1. We'll catch you next time.